Well, we are back at the Mall of the Source for our third update. Our third video and our second update of this mall. Sorry for the photobomb there. As you see, there is still this beautifully preserved Circuit City over here. I mean, not that there's really much preserved. They only went out in 09. I mean, I'm not going to waste my time repeating too much here. Only difference is they... I mean, they're just putting ads up there, as you can see. You know, trying to generate as much money as they can. Now, over here at Dave & Buster's, this is going to be one of the only actively occupied storefronts you're going to see. Really, it still holds true. The only thing here that's really doing well is the restaurants. So, let's go up the elevator. So, let's see this. Okay, first of all, so people were just using this thing. It is very below level. So, let's look around. Look at the vast majority of these lights are gone. Like 3 out of 9 are working. And they're not even making any effort to match them anymore. Scratches in the elevator door. So, let's take it up. Oh, we can't. That's because the 2 button no longer works. So you cannot even ride this thing up. So if I were to ride this thing up, I would, like say I were in a wheelchair and I had to ride this thing up, I would have to send somebody upstairs and have them call it while I am in the elevator. So it does still work, because I just saw some people using it. Clearly not being maintained anymore. So let's take the escalators. Schindler. Now, I was commenting before, the down one is already starting to feel like a Westinghouse escalator. Probably because they're not maintaining it, really. So, you can see all these things over here. All the blank spaces. So, if you recall from my March update, March 2013, this is, by the way, this is January 2014. January 22nd, or... No, it's January 26th, I think. Well, anyway, if you remember from my previous video, there used to be a flea market type setup in here. Well, apparently they moved to the food court. But, yeah, as you see, now this space is empty. It's very cold in there, which means it's cold in there, which probably means they don't have the heat on in that area. They don't really care about this place anymore, frankly. You see the mall map, which looks a little pathetic. And there's a Carter's over there, but the entire store is 40% off, so probably not going to be there that much longer. Looks like they might have downgraded to a clearance center or something. Common theme in dead malls. Again, let's just look through. Again, I don't recall all the stores, because I don't really care, but I'll point out what I remember. Over there. Oh. Gymboree is closed. I think they were closed last time, but honestly lost track at this point. That dollar store is still here, but looks like they're not very well stocked. And for those of you retail buffs, that is a perfectly preserved KB Toys. Yeah. That's a little bit more of a feat than a perfectly preserved Circuit City. And the children's place is newly departed. Let's see here. Oh, Gymboree just moved across the way, it seems. And then there's another abandoned storefront. There's a hair salon that is still here. Not really doing much business, but it's still here. And this is actually a new store. You should look at that. And then there's Gymboree, the new store. Surprised they really bothered. Their abandoned storefront. And there's the old Forever 21, which is long gone. Yeah, if you want to look in there, you can. And Yankee Candle is finally gone. Well, it seems recent. The store still smells like their candles, I can tell you that. And yeah, they just left. Don't know when they left, but they're gone. And there's everything in the food court from Cinnabon. I remember that's actually the first time I ever tried a Cinnabon. There's the food court, which is actually, believe it or not, improved from our last video. Again, you know, it seems like they are making an effort to improve this mall and try to revive it. There, as you see, they have an aviation theme here because this, I mean, Roseville, I feel, likes to take credit for this, but this is where Lindbergh took off. Let's see. Let's look out there real quick. Yes, it's snowing. Not as bad as it looks. And that grill place is new. Well, Tokyo, I think, has been there. I didn't leave for some reason. There's Best of Best Incorporated. And I'm surprised these are on. I don't think these were on last time.
Captain Phillips and Leo.
Again, it looks like they're trying to breathe some life into this place. So it's not like Simon, who just let it rot until the lenders took it over and foreclosed it. But I think this is where that flea market type place moved. Or, you know, it's probably this one. Yeah, it's probably where they moved. I mean, I imagine rent is dirt cheap here. And we're going to walk a little quickly because I was a frequent WFUV listener at a time when they were playing this song to death. And I can't even listen to it anymore. Yeah, it's not even that good in my opinion. I mean, WFUV is a very good station, but it could just get a little old hearing them listen to the same things. Or rather, play the same things. You see there's a little pop-up store in there. Oh, in this mall, pop-up is pretty permanent. And an art gallery. Again, like, what would be a pop-up in a normal mall? It's probably at least a semi-permanent tenant in here, because you can't really have a permanent tenant in here unless you've been here since the 90s. And well, Sunglass Hut is gone. Fletchy made a parody of the Big Bang Theory theme song, where he erroneously stated that Sunglass Hut was closed, because honestly, you gotta assume every store in this mall is closed. But now they're actually closed. And there's H&M, which is surprisingly still here. Place that sells e-cigs. And some more kiosks. I swear, there are more kiosks in this mall than there are actual tenants. So let's go over to this elevator, which was broken in our last video. This one was legit broken. The other one was just called in fire service. And a very intact Claire's that's been turned into an art gallery once again. Seeing a trend here? This mall is just taking all the tenants they can get, and, well, frankly, I don't blame them. So let's just take a ride in this elevator, which to my knowledge is working. 3 lights working are the trend here. And look at that, 3 lights. Again, they are not really maintaining this place. Now this one is a little less sad looking than the Fifth Court one. Oh wow, this is bright. I think they actually repainted down here. I mean, don't quote me, but I think they might have repainted. And this is the one part of the mall that actually only looks slightly dead. And you know what? I think Off Fifth expanded. I don't remember the store being that big. I think they expanded and they renovated, because I don't remember it looking like this. Not Off Fifth, Fortune Off Backyard store. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think they... I don't remember that back part with the drop ceiling being there. Again, I think they're practically begging people to give them rent here. I think they'll take what they can get. And there is a Lord & Taylor outlet store, which is in the former Nordstrom Rack. One of the only notable new tenants here. Again, as I said, this new management company, which is just, you know, a company that manages dead malls, pretty much. To my knowledge, I don't really know. Is attempting to breathe some life into this place. So, Lord & Taylor outlets aren't usually that successful. Everyone I've heard of, it's just lasted an amount of time in the months. But again, I think it might be very easy for them to turn a profit here because they probably practically beg people to take up the store. And there's a look into the Old Navy with an elevator that could have easily been made glass. It's for Felicia. The escalators are turned off. Still running lights in there. Feels like they're still running HVAC. For a second I thought that was the elevator alarm, but no, I think that's the merry-go-round. Yeah. And there's a famous footwear there, which actually looks very new. I think that's a new tenant. I mean, I don't know because I don't closely follow this mall, but yeah. And it looks like they just put... Oh yeah, it looks like they put that train into an old Tenant. So I guess they don't really have much hope for getting a new tenant there because it used to be there. I guess that's a good thing. I mean, instead of getting in the way, it just goes into an old store. Makes sense. This mall is basically in hospice care at this point. Let's be frank. Although I am surprised, I mean, since my last update, it has gotten worse in many ways, but in some ways it has actually improved. Now things like elevator maintenance, for instance, are not so good. Okay, so the tube button works in this. Low on oil. Yeah. And there's the Old Navy again. Walk by it when I get to it. And P.F. Chang's down there is still doing a good business, by the way. I mean, that's still the trend here. Oh, and another art gallery. For those of you over 21 or ones that simply don't give a shit, just take a shot every time you see an art gallery. Although I'm not responsible for any alcohol poisoning, because that's probably what you're gonna get. not endorsing anything. I'm just, yeah, fuck it. Sue me if you die of alcohol poisoning. And more Old Navy. I had to look a little bit because one of those photos actually looked like something from my high school photo class. And again, this is a meeting center over here. I think that's been there. And there's the Cheesecake Factory, which, if you look in, I mean, you see a lot of activity, which, I mean, they're still doing decent business. Again, the restaurants are doing fine. And Bath & Body Works is gone, just like everything else in this mall. Heck, I don't think there's a single tenant down this way. Oh yeah, I think I passed it already, but Easy Spirit is gone. They used to have an Easy Spirit in here, and now it's now gone. I don't even particularly remember where it was. I don't even know if any of these stores are newly gone. Used to be a Foot Locker. That's probably long gone. Alright, yeah, I'm just moving pretty quickly through this section because there's really nothing new. Oh, this is new. They're gone. The underwear store is gone. Let's look at that. Again, now, if you all remember the Cape Cod Factory Outlet Mall, they had a leg store up until the end, to my knowledge. So that's a statement for how dead this place is. And the Pets for Love, I believe, is... Oh, they're still working on this. Wow. Like, nearly a year later, but looks like they're almost done. Yeah, I'm gonna look at it in there. I guess they actually did, like, a bit of a renovation to the area. I mean, I guess they had to do it independently, so I guess that's why it took so long. And here's the old Virgin Megastore. Again, very well preserved, like, up until they just subdivided it. The elevators... Oh, the elevator and escalator might still be there, actually. This is Iron Shish Kebab. It's been gone for 3 years now. Take a brief look in. Wow. Look at that. See, all the tables are still there. I mean, it's only been gone for 3 years. Look, it's all gone. Except, I mean, it's pretty much intact, though. Like, even like movable tables and chairs are still in there. Doesn't look like it. I mean, if it wasn't for no menus on the table or anything like that, it almost looked like they were just closed for the day or something. And there's the old Fortune Off entrance. I actually do have something to show once I get down there. Now, that beep that you hear, which will become much louder as we get down. And again, there's like a Gymboree. I think it's like one of those Gymboree play area type stores. Up, art gallery. You know what to do, people. Again, the Gymboree play music is what they call it, and it's still there. But again, they have an exterior entrance. I think this art gallery's been here for a bit. Or it's either an art gallery or it's storage. No, it's storage. There is Golf Galaxy, which closed off their mall entrance like a while back, like a year ago, at least. And there's David's Bridal, which they closed off their mall entrance. Didn't notice that when I was down here before. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. And what you hear there is an emergency exit that is beeping. Quite annoying. It's not really that loud, it's just annoying. But we're gonna have to tough it out here, because I actually discovered something new today. Now, you can't see it upstairs, but you can see through it in here. Now, I don't know how well you can see. I hope you can see okay. You don't just see me holding a damn camera. But, yeah, that store is actually remarkably well preserved. It's on the end. At least down here. Yeah, look, it's actually very well preserved. Looks just like the way they left it. Yeah, look at that. I mean, they must be keeping the HVAC on or something. I mean, they're obviously maintaining it if it's that well preserved. Now, I'm gonna do something I haven't done in previous videos. Yeah, I'm doing this one backwards from the way I normally do it. I usually start over here, but that's okay. I think I uploaded that March update. Yeah, I'm thinking now. I don't even know if I uploaded that March update. Some of this will be new to you if I have not uploaded that March update. Again, see, it's snowing a bit, but we're gonna deal with that. I mean, now look, this mall is really starting to decay on the exterior. You'll see that over on this bridge here, like the one that goes to the Fortunoff, which is now 5 years abandoned. At least it's coming close. I don't think it's quite there yet. This Fortunoff closed like towards the beginning of when I was filming. You know, back when I couldn't really get anywhere on my own. I think I just heard the sensor. Like, I think I heard the door open a little bit because I'm here. Again, you just look in there. And yeah, like, again, it's very well preserved. As you see. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk. Over here you can see a little more. See, if you see in there, it's really well preserved. I mean, they still have like a couple lights on there. I mean, doesn't look like any vandals have broken in. Not really. I'm surprised how well it's held up. I mean, I was expecting like ceiling tiles to be missing, but doesn't appear to be the case. Man, I'm gonna get back inside. It's actually not that cold right now, but it's snowing and I wear glasses. It's not really pleasant for people with glasses. Another look at that. Oh, you see, that's actually closed off. Look at that mesh up there. I don't know how long that's been closed off. I literally just noticed that. Yeah, that bridge looks pretty bad though. Yeah, I mean, looks like they're making an effort with this mall, but still, this mall is definitely not going to see its 20th birthday, which is 2017. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to show. Now, surprisingly, they're... I mean, I think they've stopped. H&M is still there, actually. Yep. It's like the only store that's still in this mall, but it's still there.
It's all from Saddest?
Nope. It's gonna be closed by its 20th birthday, which is 2017. And just look at that sign again. And they've stopped taking off things that have closed. And Gymboree's still there actually, but yeah. They've just moved around like you wouldn't believe, but yeah, I mean that's really all I have to show. My battery is running low, and I have kept you people occupied for about a half an hour. So, with all of that said, that's it.